So a couple of years ago, we went and watched a certain event in France. And we found it really difficult the first year we went to watch it, trying to work out where we could park the motorhome, you know, what time you're supposed to turn up for things, when do they shut the roads off, all those types of things. So this year I thought I'd do my very own Tour de France, Campervan and Motorhomer's Guide. The original things that we struggled with were, when can you get to the location? So say for example you found a nice road, you've seen a lay-by on Google Maps and you think, I'm going to grab that lay-by and then I'm going to watch the Tour de France race come past me. So how do I know when I can get there? And then when it's gone past me, how quick can I leave? How fast do they open the road so I can get to my next destination to go through the process again? So the first question is one of access. You can park pretty much anywhere. No one really gives a hoot within the day either side of the Tour de France coming to that location, as long as you're not blocking people's driveways, parked in front of people's houses, or you're on farmers' land. Then no one seems to care. As far as the police are concerned, the gendarmes don't care, as long as you're not blocking either a road that they want to use, then they're all fine by that. Farmers even open up fields, so motorhomers, campervanners, everything go in the field and get out of the way. So just look out for that as well. Now, of course, if you don't want to park at the side of the road, there's always the airs, which are like the service points on motorways and major roads. And then there's camper stops as well, where it could be just part of a car park somewhere or something like that. And just bear those points in mind, because obviously you'll need fresh water and you'll probably need to empty your toilet as well. Don't forget as well, I think it's some of the main supermarkets allow you to stay overnight as well. They also have specific campervan service points where you can go and get fresh water, empty your toilet, and do those types of things. On the beach behind us on the first stage that we went to, the local sailing club were out, and I've got some fantastic shots with the drone of the kids sailing, and then there was windsurfing, there was horses running up and down the beach. Someone had drawn big signs in the beach and everything saying the Vikings, Tour de France and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously all the other things that go on in the other villages that we went to as well. One village, the whole family had come out and set themselves up for the day, and they had drinks and snacks and loudhailer, and they were collecting all the things from the sponsors as well. So it's a proper French family thing, because we had the banners on the side of the motorhome still. There's people driving past at 2 in the morning going beep 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 beep, because it's exciting for them that you're all involved. You don't get a lot of sleep, but you know, there is that anyway. It was worse when we were next to Pepe the Clown and Coco the Cock or whatever they're called, because people were doing that all night, like beep all the way past them. As far as times wise, well, we got on our first location the first time, again because we couldn't find anything like this information around. We got there 3 days before. Now, it was a stunning location on the beach, great place to park, and all the things that happened in the meantime were absolutely fantastic. They really do go for this in an amazing way. The French love the event, and they basically love the fact that the Tour de France has been chosen to come to their little town or village. So they put on all sorts of displays and really kind of like go for it. That said, it's a busy thing. And the people will just push in front of you wherever you've parked, and you think you've parked close enough, someone will still get in there. And what we found was they actually closed the road off for something called the caravan. Now, the caravan is something I'm going to get into in a minute, and it's fantastic. But the caravan can be many hours before the actual event. So you're probably kind of like thinking, if you're looking on a map going, I want to get there, and it's the middle of the race, then you need to understand that the caravan's got to get there, then there's going to be a gap, and then the race is going to follow. So because of that, the roads are closed probably in excess of 5 to 6 hours, maybe more depending on where you are, before the first caravan part comes through. What we found were people just rock up first thing in the morning. Even people with campervans, motorhomes, they will rock up and squeeze anywhere they possibly can first thing in the morning, just hours before the roads are blocked off. But the people that are there overnight, so if you get there before kind of like 6-7 o'clock at night, chances are it's not going to be that rammed in any of the locations, and you're easily going to be able to get in. Obviously this isn't major towns, major races and things like that we're on about here. I'm talking about along the rural route, just interesting bits that there may be, like a corner or an incline or something like that. So then you're there and you're thinking, well, okay, so the race has gone past me. How long is it until the race has gone past until I can leave? That's probably about 20 minutes to half an hour. The gendarmes will basically just open the road back up again, and you can leave in every direction other than where the race is going. You can just carry on all the roads you'll find are back open again. Now, the caravan I spoke about. The caravan, if you've never experienced this, is a fantastic spectacle. It's mainly the organisers and the sponsors all getting together and producing an epic show that kind of like precedes the actual race. These guys kind of dress up in all sorts of winter costumes, stand on top of motorised floats and weird and wonderful wacky design vehicles, and hand out free merchandise. Say there's things at the side of the road you can stop and get merchandise, you know, whether you can get a cap, drinking bottles and stickers, all that kind of stuff. It's all available at the side of the road. Obviously some of that you do actually have to pay for, and all that kind of stuff is there to buy, or you know, you'll get the merchandise thrown out to you as well. There's a couple of people that we kind of like came across on one of the stages who dress up in costume, French people, and the sponsors stop at them and give them a handful of stuff, because kids like to go and see these, you know, guys dressed up as whatever. Pepe Le Coq and Coco Le Clown. So the kids go there and then they hand out this merchandise back to the kids, so it kind of works really well. People shouting out, throw it to me, and you get things thrown at you while they're travelling past you at 20 miles an hour. So yeah, a Bic pen gently thrown out of a vehicle by a nice young lady at 20 miles an hour at your shins, it hurts. But there you go. But that's a great spectacle, and that lasts for probably around about an hour and a half to 2 hours. You get like probably over 100 vehicles forming the caravan, sponsors, you know, officials and all that kind of stuff letting you know. And then possibly around about half an hour before, you'll start to get the official vehicles come through, the police and everything, and they're checking the route to make sure that, you know, nothing's happened along the way and the route's still clear. And then the only reason you next know something's going on is you see the helicopters coming over. The next thing you might want to work out as well, how easy is it to get to these routes between the times? Perfectly okay, as long as you're following the next day's route. Chances are most days, unless it's one where there's a big flight between North and South France, most days there'll be a fairly easy access within about sort of 2 hours or so to get to the next day's route, and then you just park up and, like I say, follow the same things. People are so friendly. If you need water, somewhere to empty your loo, or local shops and all that, they're so friendly, help you out in any way they can. So you'll have your map and itinerary. If you buy a guide, that's great. If not, get the Tour de France app, link down below, and that'll work on your tablet or phone. You can zoom in to find the map and also see the itinerary, basically see what's going on every day, the standings, the news and all that kind of stuff. Basically from that you'll see there's something like stacked out as an itinerary, and it'll be a very rough time guide for each part of the race reaching that point in time on a map. And it's not laid out in a map, it is just like a list of things, and it'll be town name, and then it'll be caravan, and all the other things that are going to follow the caravan and then get to the race. So you'll have a rough idea of when the caravan's going to get to your location, when the race is going to get to your location. They've pretty much to kind of like probably say half an hour of when these events are going to start wherever you are. So that's the best thing to look out for, is just to look out for where you parked up, the town closest by, is it listed on the itinerary, and therefore you can work out, well, okay, I'm 2 miles from that town, it says it's going to be there at 2:15, so it's probably going to be with me 2:30, something like that. And then get ready for the spectacle that is the caravan. And then don't forget, well, you're in France, enjoy the wine, enjoy the beer, and enjoy the food while you're there. Obviously enjoy the spectacle of the race as well, and if you've got any questions about this, please do ask in the comment section down below, and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. If you are going watching it, then get in touch and we'll see if we're going to meet on the same times, see which dates you're in which area and stuff like that. But if you don't, anyway, if you are going watching it, obviously, please do enjoy it. It's fantastic. If you've not thought about it already, go for it. It's in a lovely part of France. It's always going to be somewhere rural. It's going to be in nice places. There's events going on. It's got entertainment. The kids will love it. The only thing I'd say is we don't take Cooper. It's a cycle race. Front and center of everything I'm saying right now. It's a cycle race. Don't take dogs, because dogs get off leads, they take out cyclists, and some of these guys, you don't want to break their collarbone and cost them 2 million quid's worth of income. Just don't take your dog anywhere near it. Like I say, great place to go and visit France anyway, and what a spectacle to go and enjoy it at.
Something
So thanks for watching my video today. Obviously, as I always say, and it's really important these days, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share my video. And until the next time, you take care, happy travels, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.